At the 26th pick, the Dallas Cowboys picks an offensive lineman. Or do they? After watching the combine, there might be a shakeup in Dallas. Stay tuned. Well, what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and American Team? It's your boy G, the number one Cowboy fan in Hampton, coming at you live, direct, and correct. And here we are, back with the Cowboys Huddle. I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend as we here in the DFW are getting rays of sunshine. It's beautiful, 77, almost 80 degrees throughout the weekend. So it's been a great weekend after the storm. But first of all, we'd like to say thank you to all the subscribers and all those that follow this channel and that has been a part of this channel. We just want to say thank you. So here we are. We just finalized the 2023 draft. I mean, not the draft, but the combine. And there is so much that I want to talk about today, but I'm going to stay focused on certain position. And we know that we all have our differences on what we should do at the 26th pick. But personally, I've said over and over again that for the 26th pick, we do need to beef up our offensive line. And this is something I stood firm behind. Well, today we finalized the combine with the O-lineman and the running back. And, you know, I've always said that basically I was a big fan of John Michael Smith out of Minnesota. This is one that I said that we should pick at the 26th pick. I like this kid. I mean, he's a center, but he can also play guard as well. So at the 26th pick, I definitely felt that this guy would be our guy. And if that wasn't the case, I would go with Osiris Torrance. From Florida. He's a guard as well. And I watched the guys today, and John Michael Smith, it did not fail me at all. So I've been keeping my eye on John Michael Smith. And as we completed the old lineman, they moved into the running backs. Now, we all know our situation with the running back with the Cowboys. There's a great great chance that we might use the franchise tag on Tony Pollard, and the future is still unknown for Zeke Elliott. Well, with Tony Pollard, we know if we use the franchise tag, that could be a $10 million hit to franchise him for 1 year. Also, with Zeke Elliott, it's a possibility that his contract might be restructured. I chop a word up. Y'all know I will. But it's possible that they might restructure his contract. Or it's a possibility that Zeke has probably seen his last days in a Cowboy uniform. That's just the business. Zeke's been here 8 years. And usually after 8 years, basically, that's probably about the end of the run of the running back career. You might, get picked up somewhere else as a backup or something like that. But then again, it's possible that Zeke might go to Tampa Bay, as we talked about before, that knowing that Skip Pete is over in Tampa Bay, knowing that he needs running backs, it's a possibility that Zeke could be there. Or it's a possibility that you can do a trade. And check this out. Now, this is where we gonna go. I just thought it just dawned on. We talked about the $13 million for $10 million. So what that means is we could trade Tony Pollard to Tampa Bay for Mike Evans. Now I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I wouldn't do that. Nah, it just don't make sense or whatever." But think about this. Now I'm finna throw a monkey wrench in this whole situation that's gonna get a lot of people attention. That's why I named this the shakeup with the Dallas Cowboys, because this definitely is going to be the shakeup. So we go for 13 for 10. We go take the $13 million contract for Mike Evans. We send Tony Pollard over there, and we might even release Zeke. With this West Coast offense that Mike McCarthy wants to implement. I know we talk about it's pass protection. We wasn't for sure if Tony Pollard can pass protect, but with this West Coast offense, we can be for sure that we will see a fullback leading the backfield. So what that means, we won't have to rely so much on our halfback or our tailback to pick up blitzes and things like that. Again, with the West Coast offense, it's a totally different style of offense. It's not like what we've been accustomed to. Is the 5 wide, the 4 wide. Under Kellen Moore. This is definitely a different type of offense where Mike McCarthy mentioned that this was going to be clean and precise. And when he mentions clean and precise, that means that it's all about timing. It's all about being at the right spot at the right time. So this is what I think he means about the clean and precise. So with that being said, so we really don't have to rely on our tailback or our fullback. I mean, our tailback or halfback to pick up these blocks or these blitzes and things like that. So with that being said, I can see the Tampa Bay Cowboys connection actually taking place. Now we add a receiver, someone like Mike Evans to go along with CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, with Mike Evans um, as the trio. But this is where the shakeup takes place. And I've been watching these running backs, and I know we looking at a running back sometime in probably third round or something like that, fourth round. And uh, I think Rue and myself, we also kind of agreed on, the possibility to get a running back somewhere down the line in the draft. But I saw something that might happen at the 26th pick that I don't think no one is prepared for. Now, watching this combine today, I was watching the running backs. And I know we've been talking about Bijan Robinson, Bijan Robinson, Bijan Robinson, Bijan. Bijan Robinson looked really, really good today. Bijan Robinson would not make it to the 26th pick. And this is also a great year that we're going to probably see 4 quarterbacks go in the top 10. After what I saw with these quarterbacks, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Robinson, oh my gosh, Anthony Robinson, Will Levis, who else was out there? Oh, there was another one that was out there. We got Bennett, Stetson Bennett. He's another one out there. But there's several quarterbacks. But let me say, Anthony Richardson and C.J. Stroud, they put on the show. Oh, and we also got the young guy, what's his name? Yeah, the young kid from Alabama. What's his name? Yeah, I forget his first name. But let me say that I'm not, and this is not why I'm doing this video. I'm not doing this video for the quarterbacks, but the young kid from Alabama, he might should have worked out. He might should have worked out. Mm. They're already questioning his height and his size. But what we saw with C.J. Stroud and Anthony Richardson, a young kid. What's his name? Young? Oh, what's his name? Anyway, yeah, the young kid. That guy. Yeah. this might this kid might drop down to 18, 19. I don't know. It just depends. I won't say that far, but it's possibility he gonna drop behind Anthony Richardson and CJ Stroud. These guys look great. But anyway, let's get back to what this video is all about. our 26th pick, the shakeup with the Dallas Cowboys. And that shakeup is, people, y'all ready? Sit down. I hope y'all sitting down for this. And at the 26th pick, the Dallas Cowboys pick Jahmyr Gibbs. Come on now, give it to me. Oh my gosh. Think about it now. I'm not going to hold you long, but I was going to talk about the safeties because I'm going to do a segment on these safeties. The DBs. Oh my gosh. Linebackers. Oh, yeah, we got a lot to do. So, yeah, G has been doing his homework. But, yeah, at the 26th pick, the Dallas Cowboys pick Jahmyr Gibbs. If you have not seen this guy, highlights, and if you do not know who this guy is, a kid that started at Georgia Tech, but he's from Dalton, Georgia. He started with Georgia Tech in 2021, and he transferred. This kid transferred to Alabama. Man, and whew, did they not get something? Oh, they did. So it says that he's, as a pass catcher, Gibbs is versatile in how he can be utilized out of the backfield. Gibbs can run wheel routes, angle routes, and option routes effectively with an in-depth understanding of spacing on and how to create separation. Gibbs also has the ability to either start in the backfield and motion out to a wide out receiving alignment, or start the play at wide receiver alignment and run effective routes. Gibbs' route running is a nuance and detail in that he can separate from defensive back running traditional routes on the route tree. Gibbs has natural hand as a pass catcher that can be utilized as a traditional receiver in situation. See, that's what we wanted with Tony Pollard. But here's the deal with Tony Pollard. That's a $10 million franchise tag. And I'm not feeling that. $10 million. There's not, we talked about this on Wednesday. What's Up Wednesday, and Rue gave us all the numbers on these these running backs that's making under $5 million, and these guys are still rushing for 1,000 yards. So we're going to take $10 million and to put on one running back. And at this point, we're trying to save money. So again, what we do, we do the trade. We take the 13 for 10. I understand what you're saying. Well, you're going to pay 13. Yeah, but we can get Jahmyr Gibbs at the 26th pick for about $4 million. That's probably $1.5 million a year for 4 years. I understand people are talking about, well, not taking running backs in the first round, but this is the year. This makes all the sense in the world to bring this kid on board at the 26th pick if he makes it that far. But this guy with, 3 years? Yeah, 3 years, has 926. Well, no, just this season alone, he had 926 yards, 7 TDs, 444 yards reception. And he's just a junior. So just imagine if he stayed another year. But he came out of Georgia Tech and went over to Alabama and showcased over at Alabama. So again, this makes all the sense in the world. He's projected to go 31st to our nemesis, our enemy, arch rival, Philadelphia Eagles. So if you don't get a chance, you need to pull up this kid's highlight video. Matter of fact, I'll post it for you so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Everything that we was getting in Tony Pollard, you get him with this kid, Jahmyr Gibbs. This kid can go. He can fly. This kid ran a 4.3 in the 40. You know what Bijan Robinson ran? He ran a 4.4, almost a 4.5. He ran a 4.43. This kid ran a 4.3.2. That's flying, people. That is flying. So I understand you guys probably talking about a receiver. No, I just gave you the blueprint. 10 for 13, and go get this kid, Jameer Gibbs, as your running back. And you got him on a rookie contract for 4 years. And we'll get the offensive lineman in the second round and the third round. Oh, and all of that. If we don't want to, with the money that we're saving, we have money to bring in free agents. Come on, guys. There's so many ways to look at this. So I'm just sharing this with you guys that you heard it first on the Cowboy Huddle. Keep your eye on this kid, Jameer Gibbs, out of Alabama, former Georgia Tech running back. He even mentioned Georgia Tech made him the man that he is. So he gave props to Georgia Tech. But he got his shine on at Alabama. And we know how Alabama creates professional football players. So you guys tell me, is it a good deal or is it a bad deal? But before you answer that, make sure you pull up his video. Now, he spell his name different. It's JAHMYRGIBBS. That's how you spell his name, Jameer. Pull up his video and tell me, am I wrong for making this prediction or this bold statement? Well, that's all I got for you right now, but I just wanted to get on here and share this with you, but I got a lot more coming up. Next, we're going to talk about these safeties. We're going to talk about some safety. Oh, my God. Knowing that we got Donovan Wilson up as a free agent. So, but G, the #1 Cowboy fan, has been doing some research, people. I'm going to give it to you. So I need you guys to stay tuned. Enjoy the rest of your weekend as we prepare for another magnificent week. And like I always say, don't let the cut you a sleeper but a dream. So let's make